2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3, La Fonda del Sol, cooking demonstration with Josh DeChellis. 1, 2, 3. Just do a quick hello. This is the kitchen of La Fonda del Sol. I'm going to turn the camera over to Josh, who's going to explain a little bit about himself here.
Okay, I'm Josh DeChellis, the executive chef at La Fonda del Sol, and today we're going to prepare something completely Spanish, and that is pulpo. Pulpo is octopus in Spanish, and it's something prepared in a variety of different ways all over Spain. Today we have octopus tentacles that were cooked for a very long time, submerged in water with bay leaves and onion, and they cook for about 8 hours at 60 degrees Celsius. They come out and we rest them in the beautiful arbequina olive oil. Arbequina is a type of olive in Spain, and it produces a wonderfully fruity olive oil. So that in mind, I like to balance some of the fruity, sweet flavors of the olive oil with something a little more bitter. So we're going to roll right over here to another very classic Spanish item. This is called the plancha. Plancha is nothing more than a very hot griddle. And what this griddle does is allows us to get a very, very, very quick sear, caramelization on the pulpo without using a lot of fat. So just lay this thing down. Now when I cook octopus, you can see right here we have a really thick part and it gets really thin. A lot of the rookies kind of leave this thing down like this, and we end up with just kind of this like worked up bitter tail that isn't worth anything. So what we like to do here is just sort of take a spatula and run it here so it doesn't get too overcooked. So when that guy runs, I'm going to tell you about the garnish we're going to do. This whole dish is a big tribute to Spain. So right here, let me just show you what this is. This is a puree. Eli, can you just score me a couple Marconas, some of that mix? The Marcona almond mix? This is a puree of Marcona almonds. Marcona almonds are indigenous to Spain. They're a little bit different than the almonds that we more commonly know, which are a little bit more oblong or like a football. The Marcona is a little bit more short and stout, but it's got a lot more fat, which makes it just a real unctuous, luscious, exquisite mouthfeel. So you can see these planchas are specifically designed to actually run the oil away from the product, so it's actually a very healthy way to cook. Once you can actually smell when it's right to turn it over. You know, I can tell now it's just perfectly brown, and before it gets too bitter, I'm going to go ahead and flip it. And we have this beautiful caramelization happening there. And really what we're getting here is this awesome aroma of a real seared piece of oceanic product. So when that thing's going, I'm going to show you the Marcona almonds. You can see this almond here, it's a little more round, and the texture, like as I was saying before, it's a little more soft and luxurious in the mouth. So we're going to prepare our plate. We're going to get ready for the octopus. This here is a puree of Marcona almonds. These almonds here, I got all sorts of different ones. These are candied. These are smoked. This one's raw, plain, because I love that. And this one's just toasted. And we're going to use a variety of these different almonds in our dish, you know, to explore all the different flavor profiles the almond has. So we're just going to go ahead and start this with just a little line of the puree of almond. And why is this orange? We have actually added pimenton de la Vera, which is a smoked paprika, which is harmonious with everything Spanish. So again, the octopus is coming along well. We got our puree laid down, and then you wouldn't be cooking Spanish if you didn't use a little saffron, right? So I have a giant white radish that's cooked in a very light saffron bouillon. I've also added a little bit of lemon juice to this, so they're nice and bright and light. This is a very rich puree, so we need something to give it a little juxtaposition. So we'll take some of these. Well, let's get the octopus ready first. I think this guy's set to go. You can see here we have some wonderful brown color. This thing couldn't be more tender, and since it cooks so slow, it still retains all of its actual suction cups, which is a really good mouthfeel. So what I like to do is just sort of help whoever it is that's going to eat this dish and cut it into a couple more bite-sized chunks. Right here. And now it's just sort of arranging a few pieces of octopus, some of our giant radish that's cooked in the saffron, some of our toasted Marcona almonds. The octopus is very, very soft. The white radish is cooked until it's very, very soft. Something for a little texture, a little bite. We're going to go ahead and add the almonds, and it's going to be delicious. All of these flavors here are, as I say, quintessentially Spanish. I like to keep things a little fresh. This here is Mizuna. It's just a very light green. And this is just going to help bring a little bit of flavorness, a little freshness to the dish. So this, I would call this the octopus salad with Marcona almond and giant white radish at La Fonda del Sol. I'm Josh DeChellis, Executive Chef at La Fonda del Sol. Thank you. Get under the heat, man. Bring it on over. Hurry up.
I'll just wipe my hands.